Hey folks, welcome back to the channel Solo Quest Party One. My name is Lou Capu or Vince, whichever one you want to call me. We're back. I'm going to be talking about a solo role playing tool that I use, I enjoy, and I think you'll enjoy as well. It is called Tables for One. You can get it through Drive Through RPG, and it's for any system, and it's system agnostic. It's 8 pages. It has a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can use for your campaign. It is $7.99 right now. I believe it was on sale a while back when I picked it up, but it is a system neutral D20 based collection of essential random tables designed to build worlds quickly and drastically reduce page flipping through solo adventures. Nothing obviously breaks immersion more than searching across 7 different RPG books just looking for the right table. So if you mount these, and it's specifically, I can't talk today, made so you can mount it on a DM screen. Now it's the tall DM screen, not the side smaller one, which I enjoy more. This is more of an old school style DM screen that's high up. But when you're playing solo, that's fine because you don't really need to see over a DM screen. You just need to keep it in front of you and look at this. It has a lot of the things you want to do: questing, objects, artifacts, overland travel, weather, atmosphere, vegetation, monsters, animals, points of interest. When it comes to monsters, they're very neutral, so relax. Random encounters, travel parties, compass, so you can know which direction you're going in, NPC generators to help you build an NPC and how they act, names, occupation, character traits, commoners, highborns, whatever, settlements, buildings, materials, colors, blah, 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 blah. There's a whole bunch. And he goes through his whole method of how he makes it and everything like that. You can go check out his YouTube channel, which I had. Swords in Solitude. That's what it is, by Michael Stasis. So we're going to go through this real quick so you can kind of see what it's all about. I'll keep this on here so you guys can take a peek at that when you want to pull it up. So let's go to the second page here. So Tables of One, it just goes over what it is. It talks about what his ideas are, his backstory, things like that. All fun things. Then it goes a couple more pages. All right, here we go. This is the quest. Now, a lot of people, okay, well, I'm going to start first of all. The only complaint I have about this when printing it, if you're going to print this at home, it is the background. It's going to waste a lot of ink because of this dark background. I wish there was just a plain white one that you can just print, and I'm sure there's probably a way to do that through the PDF viewer or whatever, Adobe, but whatever, that's not the point here. The point is to praise this thing. And I'm going to take this to because I've used it a couple times on my iPad mini, which is not very conducive to looking at, but I like it because I'm going to put this on a DM screen. I'm going to go to a print shop, put it on card stock, like thick, heavy card stock, and use what do they call that? Felt tape or fabricate tape to put it together as a good DM screen. Now, I've made many DM screens using that. But anyway, back to the point here. So you have an action and a subject table, which you're pretty much used to if you're done with using Mythic or anything like that. Motivation, objects and artifacts, and then you also have an overland travel, which helps you out if you're one of those people that like to do hex map crawls. This will help you out. Now, one hex is 6 miles. You can usually take about 2 hexes a day if by foot. If you're by horse or some type of vehicle, it's 4 hexes a day. Rough terrain doubles the travel time. So if it's something like mountain areas or whatever in the way, swamps, it'll take longer. Now, you can start anywhere you want, and this kind of harkens back to the AD&D Dungeon Master's Guide that Gary Gygax had, where you would start with a hex, you would roll, and the chances are the next hex is going to be similar to the hex that you had, with a small percentage chance of it being something else. So your current hex is starting at a swampy area. Generally, you will pick which one you want to start with, or you can just randomly roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Roll again for a 6, or maybe 6 be your choice. Say you started at a swamp. Now you're moving into the next hex after traveling 6 miles. You roll again. A 1 to 8 is going to be a swamp again. A 9 to 10 is going to be plains. A 13 to 16 will be forest and jungle. 17 and desert be 20. So it kind of whatever area you're in, it's going to be similar percent chance to do that. So vegetation density, you can also check how the vegetation is in that area. If it applies to what you're doing, it may not apply to anything you're doing, so you can skip that. Now you can also do weather if you're really interested in weather, and sometimes I really do enjoy a good weather change in my campaign. It kind of helps the mood and the immersion in the campaign. So I like to roll on the weather chart, and I'm going to be using this when I do the land of the crown, or rule of the crown, starting next year when I start that campaign up. Atmospheric, you can, like, if you want like different things like a hazy air, or it's sleepy feeling, or it's unsettling, or food smells, or maybe it's loud, some type of loud things happening in the air, something like that. You can also do when it comes to your hex terrain type, you can fill it in with general, like, plants depending on your area. So if you're in the swamp, you can roll and you can get anything like, a moss, lichen, alder trees, gum trees, maple trees, whatever. And if you want, you can also roll to see if your character is going in the right direction. So if you want to, you can roll for tracking and moving, but you can, a lot of times you can roll like a 1 out of 6 chance you're going the wrong way, or a 1 out of 8 chance. It's however you want to do it. You could see what random direction you're going by rolling your d20. Now, we also have in the hex, you roll a d20, and on a 1 to 5, which is about a 25% chance that you'll get a point of interest. And rolling anywhere from 1 to 5 would be 25%. So you can do like settlements, mounds, streams, ponds, and you can, give you a little bit to visualize for a map if you're ever building it. Now, if you you could do a traveling party, outlaws, adventurers. If you want to, maybe you get an encounter. You want a traveling party, you can do this right here. So it's just perfect for those little times to have a little fun. You can also do it randomly by doing random encounters. Roll a 25% chance that you will get a monster, an NPC, traveling party, or an animal. And how they react to you is if you want to use that as well. Now, here we got some monsters, general, like, little monsters. Like, every fantasy campaign has most of these things, and for the most part, some sci-fi may have these things too. So, I mean, you can change this up to whatever you want for your campaign. It doesn't have to be this, but I generally use this for my basic fantasy campaigns when I'm building things. This, especially the point of interest and the swamp plants, weather, vegetation, and terrain type, do help a lot with building hex maps. I built an entire hex map on basic fantasy for my campaign, for my group, and this is how I kind of used it. I mean, I've skipped a couple things here and there and added things when I wanted to make sense for my campaign to be better. So don't forget to take a moment to like this video so far if you're interested in more stuff like this, or you just want to hear more of what I'm saying. Like, subscribe, comment below, share the video, and all that good stuff. You can always contact me at soloquest@solodnd.com is my email address. Anyway, back to this thing. So we also have a breakdown for locations and settlements. And remember how I was saying this is kind of like the AD&D 1E Dungeon Master's Guide, where it had the certain roll tables in the back? I think that was appendix, I don't remember what it was, A, B, I don't know, something like that. And it's the same thing almost. It's just a little bit different in how he structured it. And it's all on one little page for you. So you can roll your settlement, your size, your structures, your condition, materials, the purpose of it if you want. Here are some NPC quick name generators for masculine names, female names, feminine names, whatever, surnames, commoners, highborn, occupations, character traits if you want to see if somebody's like angry and he's a visionary. Maybe he's an angry visionary who is I don't know, Seth Rollins, for example. Wrestling fans would understand that one. Additional depth, you can get more a deeper look at something. It doesn't have to be character traits, it could be anything. So, and then you get your standard oracle that you can use. Now, say you don't want to use um, Mythic Game Master Emulator, 1 page, 2E, 1E, whatever, Red Book. You want to go back that far. You got your D20 here with your 50/50, likely, very likely, all the way over to very unlikely. So it really depends. And you have an open as well. So if you have like a situation where it's like an open ended thing, and you can do right here action subject, you'd probably be used to that if you've done Mythic or anything like that. And then you got your miscellaneous, like, colors, value of something, the texture of something, time, space, distance. I mean, if it's at hand, you can roll D20 inches away. If it's nearby, D20 times 2 for feet, yards, D20 far, very far. Fabled, like, maybe really distant land, how far it would be realm wise away. That's hundreds of miles or whatever you want it to be. And then you have some, random variety for treasures and coins that you can roll up. And if you're stuck, you can just kind of roll here and pick out a quest thing with it. It's a pretty darn amazing little supplement. And it's 8 pages. Technically, it's what? 5. Because you got 3 pages of 1 page for this, a little bit of a story and how it's used. And then you got a little bit of how it looks after you mount the tables all together. So it's really, I don't see it support a creator. It's $8. I'll put a link down in the description. Tell me what you think in the comments of this. Have you used this at all? Do you use something like this? I'd be interested to hear. So I'm going to wrap this up. Hopefully you have a great holiday. As we got Christmas, Hanukkah started the other night. For those celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. Christmas is coming up in another week or so. So Merry Christmas to those that celebrate that, and a Happy New Year. When January comes, I'll be starting more videos yet again to roleplay Punisher series, Land of the Crown, and I think I'm going to do another one as well. It's going to be one of my own systems, D8 Anywhere, it's called. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to head out. Keep it original, keep it old school. Good night, and God bless everybody.